Yo, welcome to episode 147 of the Just the Guys podcast. Hold on, I'm not even on my own. Hold Yeah,
Sir.
yeah. It's a two-man episode because somebody, Rod, had a weak-ass excuse talking about he had to work, and I don't want to hear none of that shit, man. And you don't want it. You don't want it enough. You don't want it enough. You should have clocked your ass out and got on this podcast. I gotta get my get back. But Denzel, how you doing, King? It's been a long week, honestly, since the last episode.
It's been good. I've been putting in applications, trying to find me
Mm.
another job. Went to the doctor. This calcium is growing where it's snap at, so it's like it's healing as it
You like
should.
that?
Probably it won't. They said it'll be a year. Like when it first happened, it'll like be probably a year, but it's probably gonna be more than that. Probably maybe September, October, Halloween this year.
Mm.
It'll probably be good. But I'm just trying to find a little job. I'm gonna find something because the job market is trash. That's one thing I want to talk about. But I'm just gonna give y'all like a little sprinkle of that shit now. The job market right now is trash. They weren't lying. All them TikToks and YouTube talking about some. Ain't nobody hiring. Ain't nobody fucking hiring. Ain't nobody hiring. That shit hard as fuck right now. It's
It's Q1. It's Q1. Q1's usually like that. The first couple months is kind of a little shaky, depending on where you go.
And I got some more buttons for the cheat box. I'm waiting for them. Them hoes ordered, so I'm waiting for those to come in. Then I'll really go crazy attacking. Then I'll really be able to, step on shit.
I had popped into one of your streams. I seen True. I seen a True. I was like, oh. When he got that, when he unlocked that, I didn't even know that was a damn rank. I was like, okay.
Nah, that was a mod that I made. Actually, that's
Oh,
True
okay.
Taking God. True
I,
Taking
I
God
was
is
like,
yeah, that's a mod that I made.
I was about to say, okay. I was like, okay, when they install this, I must have missed the update.
Oh nah,
Nah,
nah.
I've been trying
Yeah.
to pop into your streams, but it's been I'm either working
Life is
or
life and got you.
life is life. And yep, you see the background starting to look a little different. And
Got some color in there.
I'm about to pull this Ye album off, but we'll get to that. And Denzel, you might have to censor a couple things when we get to that topic. You
Okay.
might, cause I'm about to let loose. I'm about to let loose.
Okay.
But no, I've been great, just a great week. I'm getting back into that creative space where like I want to create content, so I want to edit. I want to step the editing game up. I want to step all this shit up, but waiting on Rod to lock in for this the Squid Games video because I already got the thumbnail. We just got to record. I already got the thumbnail. I already got the description. Oh, I already got the name of this episode that you watching already. I already got that. All that's already planned. I already got all of that. Please trust when I say that, and I'll show y'all. Yeah, but what was I gonna say? But yeah, I've been just in that space. I was playing a little Street Fighter recently because they unlocked some. They got some new master ranks out there, so I was like, ooh, that'd be something. There's like Ultimate Master, shit like that. There's like 3 different ranks in Master.
They
Now.
got
So I'm like, oh,
they
that's neat.
added more master ranks.
More Master ranks. Yeah,
I mean, it kind of needed because it was free. I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot of motherfuckers in
yeah.
master that's like, yeah, you
The
really
bums.
platinum for
Bums.
real, but you got it here, but you platinum for real though. Like, cause there's a lot of
Right.
Chun-Li's that I was following, and when I hit master, they were like gold and silver, and then they all like master now. But this is like I look at they streams and their play style. I was just like, bro, you playing this exact same way. I'll
Bums.
get on to cook your ass. I don't even play this game no more.
I'm pretty sure you can get on and just kick everybody's ass. But where do you want to start? We got Super Bowl halftime. We got Kanye. We got your tariffs. We got the job market. Where do you want to start, Denzel? I'll let
Let's
you
start with
pick.
the one that's most relevant for most people right now. The job
Super
market.
Bowl. Oh, the job market. Go ahead.
The
Go ahead,
job
take
market
off.
right now is a travesty. It's just you can't find a job at McDonald's. You can't find a job at Wendy's. You can't find a job at Walmart. You can't find a job at Family Dollar. It's bad. Dollar Tree, Dollar
Mm,
General, Dollar
mm,
General. I
mm,
worked at Dollar General. I tried to go back because the only reason I stopped working at Dollar General was because of my car accident.
mm-hmm.
I can't even go back to Dollar General. I'm like, bro,
Damn.
I'm gonna apply to like 5 more jobs today and tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
and if shit don't work out, I mean, I will get my taxes coming in a couple weeks. So,
I gotta do that before this man get rid of it.
like,
I
oh
gotta
yeah,
do
he's
that.
trying to abolish the IRS for taxes and
Yeah,
stuff.
I gotta do my shit before he does that. Get my shit off one last time. If I end up having to pay again, I'll be like, all right, this is a waste. I should have let this man abolish, take it away from me. At this point, if I gotta pay,
Yeah, but like if the job market don't clear up in like I'll say 1 month, not even 2 months, in a month, I'm just like I'm about to start looking into unemployment, just like look at the process, cause I don't know how that shit's supposed to go, cause I never needed to get unemployment. I always had a
yeah,
job, so this is like right now though.
I
I was
feel
looking at
that.
all of those TikToks and YouTubes like talking about the job market. I was like, it's just cat. Y'all just don't know how to find a job. I was on my old head shit. You know what I'm saying? Just like
Mm,
people don't know how to work for real. And then when I tried to look for a job myself, woo,
mm.
it hit me like a stack of bricks.
I've been, I'm probably gonna get out there and start looking in a minute. Probably give me a little bit more bread. Maybe get me a little work from home gig, and stay at the crib and
Where yeah,
collect
like
paper,
yeah,
collect that paper, to stack up.
and both of
I'm
my
trying to.
cousins, like my cousin and her daughter, they both work in I think they do customer service for some company, but they are both just at
Mm,
home. They got the little setup. It's not good computers, but they got the little computer set up, their little library computers, and they just be sitting
yeah.
there working, and they do that for like 6 7 hours, and then they off, but they still in the house. They can make
Mm.
dinner. They can eat snacks. They don't gotta do
I'm
shit
trying
for
to
real.
go. I'm trying to go big or go home. I'm trying to go to Apple. I'm trying to have them send me a Mac
Ooh.
over here, and you know what I'm saying, and whatever I
Hmm.
gotta do.
Okay.
Whatever. I'm tired of getting up and commuting to places. Like I
Yeah, that's
want to
kind of
just.
trash. That's
I want my
trash.
commute to be from the room to out here and then back. Like I don't want to. And then the wear and
Yeah.
tear on the car and traffic. I'm over that shit. I'm getting into
Yeah.
my old head back.
Yeah, I
I ain't
think
gonna
the
lie.
best.
I'm
Go
ready to
ahead.
turn 30. I'm ready to turn 30.
Oh, that
Promise you that.
time. But
I'm ready.
I
Look
say
at look at
definitely
look at Kendrick at
working.
37. Yeah, I'm trying to be like that. Just shining. But go ahead.
Like the best place is probably like the distance from work is either working at home or working literally across the street, literally.
Yeah.
Like across the street, literally, or in the house. Like
Mm,
because that any other way is like you gotta commute, you gotta take the bus. That shit dead.
mm.
All that shit dead. They about like, can you commute? No, I cannot commute.
Right.
It's about to be that. And anybody else look for a job, I suggest you look for something real close by. Something that you can get to at a moment's notice. They could call you. They could wake you up at 8:55. They'd be like, "We need you here at 9:30." You can get there in 10 minutes if you need to, or you need to if you wanna be like, "Yeah, I'll be there, but I'll probably be like maybe like 5 minutes just so you get your shower in or whatever." You want to speed through that shit. Well, if they calling you in, you could be late. It don't matter. Like,
Right.
take your
Right. You
actually
on
take
call.
forget that shit.
Take your
Take your
time.
shower, take your time, and you be there. But yeah, that's
Right.
like that's kind of goaded for real. That's kind of like a smart way to go.
Mm.
Instead of be like we're an hour away, so like that shit did. I don't know how people do that. They be managers. Like I live in Charlotte. There's people that's managers and like Huntersville and places that's outside of the fucking county. That's not in
Mm-mm.
Charlotte at all. They're in a whole different city,
I don't
closing
lie,
the
but
store.
your state not that big. Your state
It's
not
not
that
that
big.
big. You right. It's not that big, but at the same time, you working in a whole different county, bro. And from county to county, it's at least 20 minutes. If we talking close counties, we ain't talking about like Charlotte, Greensboro, Raleigh. That's hours. We talking hours. But it'd be like some people they work in Charlotte, they'll close or open manager duties, and they'll live in South Carolina. They'll live in South Carolina. I'll be like, where do you live, bro? I'll be like, yeah, I get home. I mean, I live in what's that place? Gainesville or some shit. I'll be like, ain't that in South Carolina? He's like, yeah, it's right across the border in South Carolina. Like, dog. And fuck all that. You in South Carolina. No. What are you doing closing the store in North Carolina? Right. And then you in the northern part of Charlotte. So like you get into Charlotte and then you gotta drive all through Charlotte to get to the north side to close the store. Like, nah, that shit dead.
No. South Carolina had me fearing for my life driving through it low key.
South Carolina?
And Georgia, yeah, well, all of them,
the YNs?
Confederate flags.
Oh, the Confederate flags. Oh, okay.
No, not the YNs. I would have been grateful to see a YN. Honestly,
now the YNs in Atlanta, they scare me. Atlanta, I ain't gonna lie. They scare me.
We didn't even pass Atlanta when we were driving. We were just on the coast, just going. I blinked and we were out of Georgia. I was like, oh shit, we out of Georgia already? I see the big ass orange for Florida. I see a welcome sign. Like, oh shit. But yeah. I mean, I wish I understood the struggle. I'm about to actually when I start looking, but until then, or unless this shit just starts popping like crazy, like fish grease, like we were last year, then we'll have a different story on our hands, because this will be a definite work from home. But it's time to get that the gears going and
the good bag, the great bag,
the fish grease popping again. Because thank you Kendrick. I'll say that, thank you Kendrick, because if it wasn't for Kendrick, we wouldn't have 900 on that subscriber count. We'll definitely still be in the 400s where we're at.
Nah, I think we probably won't have 900, but we'd be further along than 400. I think we'd be at like 6, 7.
Yeah, not off the pod.
I think so. Like just little reactions and stuff. Like not the Kendrick and stuff. Not the shit on the pod,
because people are starting to watch the pod. I've looked at the views. People are watching the pod now. So shout out to y'all that still pop out for the pod. You know what? We're gonna have them wait for the halftime show. Y'all gonna get invested. Y'all gonna sit down. You're gonna get your snacks, and you're gonna wait until we talk about that. We're gonna get through some shit. We'll save the halftime show for the end. That's what y'all came here for. Based on the thumbnail and the title of the podcast alone, you came here for the halftime and what we think. So you're gonna wait a bit, and I'm gonna timestamp this shit too, so you can skip ahead if you want to. But actually, I shouldn't, so y'all can just sit through 50 minutes or 40 minutes of us talking and then find it. But let's talk about the tariffs.
Let's talk about the tariffs. Hey, everybody's talking about, man, them tariffs don't mean shit. Like all my stuff, like it ain't nothing. Everybody, I don't know why, but this shit is crazy. Like 7 people hit me up talking about something. I'm trying to build a new PC. I'm trying to stream. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to get into this. I'm trying to find me a PC monitor. All that stuff. Like the prices right now are trash. They were telling me. I was like, y'all should. And it's people that I know for a long time. It's like y'all should have tried to build the PC last year, or like just last year. It would have been enough because there was no tariffs. Everything was good prices. There was stock. There was stock. There was shit just sitting in the shelves. Now people trying to build PCs and they're like, how much can you make for 500? I'm like, shit, I'll just throw you a case. Like that. That's how bad it is right now. I'll just throw you a case. like because the tariffs, anything that comes out of overseas in China, clothing, PC, silicon, all that shit, Intel or monitors and hair dryers, all shit like that. That's all stuff that comes from overseas. And when they come over here, it's getting taxed. They got 4060s for $500 now. 4060s. That is a graphics card that you use to play games with, and that's the lowest one available. And it's $500. Like, that is insane. and
Denzel's
people were looking
bad.
for. I'm
It's
very
bad out
mad.
here.
I'm mad and it's bad. Mad, bad, both.
It's
Because this
terrible.
dude telling me like, oh, I need to stream this year. I need to find some stuff. Like, bro, either you gonna get ripped off and you know you get ripped off, cause I'm letting you know, like, you can get these for way cheaper, or you could go look on the used market and get some GPUs from eBay, or he's like, I don't want to go YouTube. I mean eBay and Facebook Marketplace because people be scamming and all that. I was like, eBay is not a
You
scam. You can get stuff from eBay.
you
It's
getting
just
scammed
that,
regardless. Honestly.
yeah. Well, on eBay, like if you get the certain shit, like you can get some stuff that's playable. Like here's the thing, like when it comes to graphics cards for PCs, it's like if I let's say my PC blew up just now, I'll find like a 16 gigabyte GPU I get like a 6800 or something for like 200. And that'll be a good ass replacement. It won't be as good as what I got, but I'll be well off. And it
Be on
ain't
the 1650.
$5,000, huh?
You'll be on a 1650.
Hell nah, I'll be on the 980 before I be on the 1650.
The good old 1650. That shit is still right here too. Right here. Right here by my
Terrell, you might
foot.
want to sell that. You know what I'm saying? You might get a sucker. I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm gonna scalp somebody with this shit. Yeah. Hit him over the
Like
head with it.
this gives you graphics right here. This give you playing the game 60
you can stream
FPS.
on this.
You play
Yeah, you can stream on
1440p.
this shit.
80K.
This is the same PC Kai used. The fuck? He did the marathon on this shit.
Yeah, $5,000 cash only.
Cash only, yep.
Oh man, but that's really how it is now. Like a lot of people getting ripped off, and it's just wondering like why is PC so expensive? Like everybody else got into PCs. That was before the tariffs, and that was before Trump got in office. Now that he in office and he taxing it at all everybody that brings shit in. It's translating now. People starting to the gears are turning in people's heads now. It's starting to get it.
It's starting to settle in a bit.
Cause when I heard about the
How-
tariffs, I looked at my PC. It was just like,
How
God, what I
cooked
need
we
this
are.
shit. I got my shit. My shit gonna last 4 years.
Hey, enjoy that new Nintendo Switch for $2,000.
Yeah,
It'll be
dog.
2 bands.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. For how long Trump gonna be in office? I ain't gonna lie. The PS6 might be coming out before he leave.
Oh yeah, that shit gonna be that shit gonna be some Amiris. That shit might be a Birkin.
It might be two Amiris and a Birkin. I ain't gonna hold you. Like,
Right. That
It
shit
gonna
might
be
be a
like
car.
PS6, $700. That's gonna be the MSRP at $700. But when you look at it, it's gonna be sold out, and then you go to eBay or any second hand, and it's gonna be
Hit your ass over the
$3,000
head.
for a PS6. And GTA
Please, bro.
6, GTA 6 coming out too.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah,
GTA 6
it's-
is made in America, but it's like still like you need PCs to
it's
run
gonna
that
be-
shit. So it's
gonna be
still
rough.
yeah, the tariffs, yeah.
It's gonna be rough. You better go digital.
Yeah,
no
y'all.
tariffs on digital.
Yeah, y'all better get y'all. I mean, if you got a PC, hold on to that shit. Don't sell it. Like,
Yep.
like just hold on to your shit for at least 4 years.
And pray that shit lives for the next 4 years and that shit don't break. Pray. I'm looking at my shit
replacements is
like,
looking
damn.
expensive.
I'm looking at my shit like, damn, can you really last another 4? I
Nah,
hope
yes, he can.
You
Yes,
look,
he can.
You look like you could last another
It's
4.
relatively new. It's kind of new for real.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna-
2022 is when I got it. It's only been three years. Not even like 2.5. I got it in like October of 2022. So it's still, she's still new. She's nice. She's a little dusty. Like a duster. Might have dust them fans.
I ain't
Or
gonna
start
lie.
getting hot in here.
Now that I think about it, I haven't really been in my PC since I got home, and there's no dust on it still. It's still not dusty. That's kind of crazy. When they do though, I'm taking that shit outside the garage, and I'm getting my blower, and I'm gonna blow all the dust out of outside, like all them YouTubers. I was like, why they do it outside? And I was like, oh, because the dust it flows everywhere.
Yeah, that should be sticking too. What else? How else can we let's get into the Kanye stuff. Fuck it. Let's get into the Kanye stuff. All right. So if y'all not hip, if y'all not privy, if y'all not aware, if y'all not on Twitter, Kanye went on another rant, and I kind of have to. There's a lot of shit I want to walk back. on this pod because I was the advocate for, or not even the advocate, but I used to say, "Oh, separate the art from the artist." Blah blah. Blah. No, I'm done. I'm done with this. And if you watch, and I know if y'all who have been fans of us for however long, you see that the Yay video that we did, even in that reaction, I told Rod, I was like, I don't want to do this reaction. Like, I literally do not want to do this reaction. I've been so checked out of Kanye and Kanye antics, but here they are, and they made it. And I don't want to give this too much attention, but I want to speak on it because I think now it's finally clicking for people that this is something that he does whenever he's rolling something out, whenever he has an album coming out, whenever he has a new product, whatever. He went on a Twitter rant with get ready to write some of this down because you might have to censor a lot. He just went on a rant about damn, he might have to censor a lot, Denzel. I'm sorry.
I'm looking at the time. I'm trying to put it in memory, so I don't remember.
He went on a rant about Jews. He went on a rant about white people being racist. He went on a rant about he said his name is Yadolf on Twitter. Yes. He said he loves him. He put out a shirt with a swastika on it. I can only imagine what this sounds like with all the censors. But yeah, that's basically what he said. He supported DV. You don't know what DV is? Trigger warning. Trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. Domestic violence. He's talked about on there. You might have to censor that too. Just all these antics. I'm not going to read the tweets. I'm not going to do none of that. But it's just like the scapegoats, the people that, not the scapegoats, but the followers, the people that are just like, oh, but he has a mental illness. I don't want to hear that shit no more. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck if he has a I don't care if he's, and this is specific to Kanye and Kanye antics because he said he's lucid here. He said this is not him like a episode or nothing. Like he knows what he's tweeting. He's tweeting it for a purpose, right? So I don't care about Kanye being bipolar. I don't care about Kanye being whatever mental illness you want to put on him. I do not care at this point. But he's tarnishing his legacy. I didn't care for Kanye the moment he put the red hat on. That's where he lost me. Life of Pablo, he lost me. Everything after that lost me. The only reason I did the Vultures reaction with Rod is because Rod hit me up to do it. I did not want to do it. I said, bro, I don't want to do this. I was like, well, fuck it. I mean, and even in the video, like I said, in the first minute, and I was slammed as a hater for my takes on that. Slam. They killed me in the comments. He's a hater, bro. Bro in the LA has a hater, bro. I don't give a fuck. And you Kanye stans can come, whatever. There's no defending this. There's nothing you can say. I'm taking this Kids See Ghosts shit. I'm glad you can barely see it too. I'm taking that shit down, replacing it with something else. I'm so off of this Kanye shit. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't give a fuck that he's dropping an album. And I do not care when the next series of tweets are my kids, they're taking my kids from me, they won't let me see my kids. It's warranted. You go on these fucking these rants and they just be so like delusional, and it's just like I don't give a fuck.
So left field.
I do not fucking care. And fuck the fans too. The people that are still bought the shirt that had the I'm trying to give you less work. The shirt that had what it had on it, right? Sold out. He made $1 million in sales that day. People were buying his shit still with the rants that he had. And y'all are just goofy for all of that. Y'all that buy his shit after what he says, I don't give a fuck what it looks like. I don't care if he brought back the Nike Yeezys, the Yeezy ones and the Yeezy. I don't give a fuck. I do not fucking care. I don't care about none of Kanye's shit. I don't care. I don't give a fuck that he made Graduation. I don't give a fuck that he made Labor. I don't fucking care. He is not in my top 5 no more. I know we did like a top 5 a couple episodes ago. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit no more. I don't care. But what was really distasteful that he did on top of everything, right? On top of all the shit, he's selling a hoodie, right? That Cassie was wearing in the video that Diddy was putting hands on her in the hotel video. He's reselling that hoodie. I'm like, bro, and he took this, and the tweet was the shirt on the website and the screenshot from the video. I'm like, bro, and he's talking about we gotta free this man. What? They locked your brother up. Weren't you just calling him a Fed like 2 years ago? What is like? I don't. But again, I don't want to give it too much attention. I'm just saying you fans are weird. I don't give a fuck that he's dropping an album. I don't fucking care when it comes out. It's gonna be no reaction to it. And I'm almost debating on taking down the Ye video that we have. I'm like on the fence about it because it's 9K. I might just unlist the shit, honestly, but whatever. That's all I gotta say about the Kanye thing, and I'm walking back my separating the artists from the art thing. They kind of go in hand. They're in tandem. When it's Kanye, it's in tandem. When it's a lot of artists now, it's kind of just in tandem. It's kind of hard to even go back and listen to a lot of these tracks from anybody, whoever it be. R. Kelly, Tory Lanez, it don't even matter. At this point, it's just I'm so off of all this shit, and they just continue to be goofy after the fact. So it's just like you lose me there. You lose me.
Goofy.
Any thoughts? Any thoughts, Denzel, on?
Hey, it was said before, like a long time ago, like when when Kanye first did, when we first saw it is when he went to the, when he's talking about Taylor Swift, right?
Yeah, when he went up there with the Hennessy bottle and
yeah, like that was the first time anybody really see it, but it's like it's been happening since, and it's like it's kind of documented that that's a thing for him, and it's like now it's just like for the most part he's doing it for publicity or to sell his album or whatever the fuck, but it's kind of
rage bait.
Yeah, it's just he's trying to flame something, light up a flame for some shit. But I never really fucked with Kanye like that. Even before all of that, I was a kid when he was coming out with shit. I was just like, he made I liked a couple songs, but it's just I wasn't really like Kanye. Ooh. So it's like now it's just like, nah, I really don't fuck with you like that. And I already didn't really for real, but like, nah, I really don't. And there's no chance.
It's not a snowball chance in hell.
Exactly.
That there will ever be another reaction to, I don't give a fuck what Rod says. I don't give a fuck how fire people are saying the album is. I don't care. It is never.
You know, people gonna say that shit fire. They gonna be like, this shit gas. I'm about to blast this in my car looking at like.
That's just never.
You was 19 years old. How old were you when Kanye came out with some shit? For real? Prime Kanye, you wasn't even born yet. I'm on you. I'll start cooking there.
For real. All right, I guess we can get into the Super Bowl. Where to start? I mean, the game was a blowout. There's not much to talk about on the game. I put money on the like players though, and I definitely wanted the Chiefs to win just off of like, I don't give a fuck about football. First and foremost, let's put that out there. I don't care about football.
Same here.
However, my mom and my girl like Jalen Hurts, and they're both going for the Eagles. So I was just like, let me just be it on the opposite side, and just to see a three-peat. But as far as the Chiefs themselves, I don't give a fuck about the Chiefs. I don't give a fuck about Pat Mahomes. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Congrats to the Eagles. I cannot be a hater now because the game's over. Shout out to Jalen Hurts. Shout out to Saquon Barkley. Shout out to the Eagles. Shout out to Philly. Glad y'all won. Good. Blew them fucking out. Cool. Tom Brady's still the GOAT quarterback. We don't got to talk about Mike Vick is up there too. Don't even got to talk about that. But game was a blowout. Kind of a snooze fest. Once I seen like halftime, it was 0 to like fucking 30 something. I was like, yeah, this is up. Unless they mount the greatest comeback of all fucking time. That was the biggest deficit in Super Bowl history. Unless they mount the greatest comeback of all time, didn't happen. So I was just like, you know what? I'm just looking at my prize picks. I'm looking at my bets. By the way, we're not sponsored by Prize Picks. I don't need them. I don't need no one
Hey, we heard
taking
you mentioned
nothing.
this. Looking at.
Yeah, right. We're not getting no check from them. Not yet. Maybe we'll see. Um, but I was looking at my shit and I was like, bro. I was like, all right. So halftime performance. I'm like, all right, Kendrick, what you gonna do? I wasn't expecting nothing. Honestly, I was just expecting a great Super Bowl. I didn't want him to go out there and do. I'll let me say my thoughts on it, and then I'll get into the backlash it was getting. I just wanted. I found it to be great performance. Is it the best Super Bowl performance of all time? No. Is it the best Kendrick performance of all time? I don't think so. I think he had his Mr. Morale tour or his Mr. Morale show from that tour, the one he did in Paris. That was probably the littest show I've ever fucking seen. The way the crowd was jumping, oh my goodness. But it was a great performance though. Great performance. I loved it. I love the songs. I love the song selection. I love all that shit. First Super Bowl performer to have his set list leaked like 2 days before. Right? Crazy shit. But I loved it. I love the all black cast that he had with him. I love Samuel L. Jackson being Uncle Sam in it. I love the controller, the stage being like a game controller, like a PlayStation controller. I love the tease for Not Like Us. I love the game over in the crowd. I loved all that shit. Loved it. Loved it. First rap solo, like almost headline, like it's Kendrick Lamar rapping for literally like 13 fucking minutes. Yeah, it says up there for like 2 songs. Um, I mean, a lot of people are like, this shit is boring. Like, I don't understand it, whatever. Like, besides putting the Drake
This is
shit
history.
aside, right? Putting the Drake shit aside for a second, the beef shit aside, it's not hard to grasp like the general concept of okay, you have an all black cast of choreographers, of dancers making up the fabric of the American flag while Kendrick sits in the middle of it, and then they eventually divide to kind of show like the division in America right now, and that black people make up the fabric of America. That's not hard to grasp on first watch, and even if you gotta spin back around and watch it again, so we do like so be it. And then people are like, you have the Kai Cenats, like, oh, the crowd was quiet. Well, you never perform for the fucking the audience there when it's the Super Bowl. You're performing for the people at home. You give a
Yeah.
fuck about the fucking rich people that are at the Super Bowl. Who gives a fuck? Half the time they don't know who the fuck is up there. Honestly, if it's not fucking Coldplay, Maroon 5, U2, if it's not somebody like that, they don't give a fuck who's on the damn stage. You know what I
I
mean?
never thought of it like that, but it makes perfect sense when you explained it. It made
They don't.
I ain't
They
gonna
don't
hold you.
care.
Yeah, especially like this is how money is right now. Like, ain't nobody.
They're
Yeah,
football. They're there for the game. They don't give a fuck about the
yeah,
halftime show,
yeah. They're for the
right? So
game.
the people that are just slamming it, or the Kendrick fans that are also slamming it, saying, "Oh, he didn't do his hits. He had. Why didn't he do swimming pools? Why didn't he do money trees? Why didn't he do?" He said, if y'all watched the interview he did before the halftime show, he said he's into where he's at right now is the music that he's made right now. Like he's not really worried about his catalog like that. He's focused on the music that he's making now. He's focused on GNX. He has his fucking the GNX Stadium tour coming out. I think the first show is like in like a month. Like he's prepping y'all for that. That's why you have a lot of cuts from GNX that he performed. That's why he had Peekaboo up there. Peekaboo, that was probably my favorite song that he did. Like I knew Not Like Us was gonna get played, but the fact that he did Peekaboo up there, I was like, okay. I was like, oh shit. I was like, okay, I wasn't expecting this. Not from I was expecting cuts from GNX, but not Peekaboo, like the sleeper on the album. But I wish Rod was here and not at fucking work so he could share his thoughts, but he'll be on the next episode maybe. Shade him somewhere. but but yeah, like I love the performance, and the backlash is getting is kind of like he literally just did the pop out not a few months ago, did the pop out. He did what other fucking show he did? Oh, he did the fucking Super Bowl in 2022. Like, how much more he would have got slammed? I think he would have got slammed no matter what he did. If he went up there and did all his hits and then threw in Not Like Us, people would still been like, oh, he needed Not Like Us because the hits were, or no, he's giving us the same songs he did on the Pop Out, or he performed all right the last time he was at the Super Bowl. Like, I feel like he would have got killed regardless of what he did up there. But
Yeah.
I'm glad that he did the songs that people aren't too familiar with, like the cut all the songs from GNX. He did all of that because you're getting more eyes on your newest album that literally just came out in November. So like his streams are up now. He's the highest. He's the only rapper to have 90 million monthly streams on Spotify. He is the number one rap artist on Spotify right now. His song "Humble" went double diamond. There's only one other song that's double diamond, and it's fucking Post Malone and Sway Lee, "Sunflower." His numbers went up. That was the most watched Super Bowl ever. The second one was Michael Jackson, shy like a couple 100,000. He's up right now. This is, and the game over at the end, basically saying, look, like him. Let me get into my theory, and then I know I'm rapping right now. The whole controller, the game, the whole game that was being mentioned throughout. Yes, it's the game we're playing in America as Black people and all that, but also the game of like the rap game. You also have the Super Bowl. What people do when they go to the Super Bowl and perform, they always perform their greatest hits from their catalog, whatever, deep cuts, deep hits. Usher went up there and did fucking "You Make Me Wanna," and then his newer hits, and then his older hits. Like they walk you through their catalog. And Kendrick said, "Fuck it, I'm not gonna do all that shit. I'm gonna give y'all what I just put out. Here you go. Here's a little teaser to what's to come with my stadium tour that starts in a month." Like, that's the game they want you to play at the Super Bowl is, yo, play your hits, like do your hits. That's what we want to hear. Like we don't want to hear this. And I love Samuel L. Jackson up there being Uncle Sam. Like this is too loud. This is too ghetto. Like I love that. And then when he cut to the slow songs, it's like, yeah, that's what we want to hear. That's what we want to hear. And then he did Not Like Us. I was like, ooh. And then he did TV Off After. I was like, ooh. And then he was like, say the fact that he said Drake's name, people thought he wasn't gonna do Not Like Us. The fact that he did it and was like, say Drake, and then smiled at the camera. Please, bruh. Please. He knew what he was doing. And the crowd said pedophile. You might have to believe that too. The crowd said that. The crowd said that word. The crowd called him a PDF. He didn't even have to say it. He didn't even have to say it. And the way the whole crowd sung A minor, oh my goodness. Oh my, and the fact that the fact that the chain, the logo for PG Lang, his company, is a lowercase a. The fact that he had the chain on, but that could also mean A minor, is just ridiculous. Ridiculous. And, at first I was like, I looked at everyone's like theories on what it meant and how they interpreted it. And I was just like, man, some of y'all are reaching. And I was talking to my mom and my girl about the Super Bowl performance. I'm like, yeah, like sometimes, people just be reaching. And then my girl was like, no, that's like how art is like that. Like is meant for interpretation. And I was like, damn, that kind of like changed my perspective on this reaching thing. If it
Yeah.
applied, like if it makes sense to you, the consumer of the art, like come up with your interpretations. Do I think Kendrick creates these things and like, does it have multiple meanings? Yes. But sometimes if someone someone on Twitter finds a meaning about something and it sticks and the consensus thinks, yo, this is probably how it is, then shit, fuck it. Do I think Kendrick went out his way to do that? Probably not. I'm sure he's good with the entendres and shit having multiple meanings, but some of these things I'm like, I can see it though. Like they said the stage design looked like Squid Games and like how the poor is going against the rich. Do I think Kendrick went out of his way to do that? No, but I can see how that would apply to the storytelling he's done on during the performance. So, but hey, if y'all haven't, spin it back again. I've watched that shit like 2-3 times actually. I was watching someone filming from the crowd on their phone. I was like, let me see if people are like what they say is true, that people weren't. It was quiet at some moments, yeah, but when certain songs came on, the crowd lit up. So, but Denzel, did you watch it? Did you
I
see it?
watched
What do you?
I watched like snippets of it. My family was watching the Super Bowl, but I was doing something and I didn't
Okay.
go, so I didn't see it. But I watched a little bit of it on YouTube, and I was just like, damn. I basically watched the Not Like Us performance.
Right.
It was. I was like, I know he played it, so I was like, wanted to see that part. I look at all his other songs, but I did see that. I saw Samuel L. Jackson as well. It was yeah, he on a little generational run. It's like
And by the oh, go ahead, go ahead. I don't even want to step on your shit. Go ahead, Denzel.
I don't listen to Kendrick like that at all, but
Mm,
it's like I respect what he's doing. Like I definitely
right.
respect what he's doing. It's definitely a generational run, doing what he doing. Making Drake just like I couldn't even defend Drake. I was just like GG's Drake. GG's.
GG's,
Good
that's right.
game. That's all I can say. I was like he cooked you. Like you're cooked. Like you can sue him, but it won't matter. The damage is done. You're cooked. You're
Right.
fried. You KFC.
He's a corpse. He's a corpse now, bro. And the fact that
Resident Evil.
Serena was out there crip walking too. Love that. Another shot at Drake because they used to date, and that's why he was beefing with Common, was over Serena Williams. I loved it. I loved it all. I love Diamonds Dancing Kendrick. I love Kendrick. I love Kendrick with the diamonds. I love when he be flexing his chains and shit. I love that. I love Kendrick with the beard oil. You know what I'm saying, with the fresh lineup. I love Kendrick when he's in that bag. So it was a great performance, and if only Raw was here to give his takes, because I know he was probably lit in that damn living room. His big brolic ass. But
Why just having
I
that?
I do think this is probably the bow to the beef. I think the beef is, will there still be shots here and there? Yes, because he has a show in Toronto coming up. Kendrick has a show in Toronto, so we'll see what that's like. Hopefully, everyone stays safe out there. But do I think Drake is still gonna do Drake shit? Yes, because he's still already doing Drake shit. He posted a picture of, I think, himself with Serena's manager or something on his burner account. Like, look, if you're not gonna rap, I don't. Again, I don't give a fuck. He has an album coming out the same day this podcast comes out. Am I gonna listen to it? I'll check it out. Are we gonna do a reaction to it?
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know. It's up to Rod, really. But last time I spoke on it, Rod was like, I don't want to hear that shit. So I might listen to it. I might give it a spin or two and see what he's saying. It is a fucking R&B album, so
I mean, that's a Drake a lot of people know and love. So I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's kind of
that's what he
kind of
needs to get
good.
back to. That's what he needs to stay on for a year. He needs to stay on R&B. I need melody Drake. I don't need this tough guy, bullet holes in the hoodie Drake. I don't need that. I don't need that. Because you never been shot in your life. I don't want to see you walk out on stage with these bullet hole fucking hoodie with the smoke coming out the back. I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to see you go at Serena. I don't want to see you go at fucking Joe Budden and fucking and throw shots over there. Throw shots at the person who's killing you. Please. Please
I mean,
rap.
I
Rap.
don't like. It's to the point to where even if Drake was he just turned into like Pac's like reincarnation like tomorrow. It's just started fighting back. It wouldn't matter because he already got cooked already. The damage has been done. It's like he's gonna be
True.
downplayed. It's like it could
True. It
literally be
is.
Pac waking up in Drake's body. It's like we gotta turn this shit around. It ain't gonna be turned around. It don't matter. It's
You know
done.
what? You right, Denzel. just sing your little songs at Party Next Door. Worry about your lawsuit, and that's it. You're already. This might stir up the pot a bit if someone makes it this far. Drake's at the tail end of his career. Whether you as a fan like it or not, who's typing the comment right now talking about I'm a Drake hater, I'm a Kendrick Glazer, whatever. Drake's on the tail end of his career, and that's something that we can all. If you know rap, yes, he's on the tail end of his career. That's it. Should have been got out the game years ago. Before Certified Lover Boy, should have just packed it up, became a music exec, and that's it. Become a Jay-Z, become a businessman. Why the fuck are you still rapping about the shit you're rapping about at your fucking age? You're 38, rapping about popping pills and girls that are 25 years old. I don't want to hear this shit. And if this album has that on it, if this album flops, we can all, I think we can agree that the beef did more damage than we thought. If this shit flops, Denzel, if this shit flops on if R&B songs on Valentine's Day flop, there is a fucking problem for him and the quality of music that he's putting out. If love songs flop on the day of love, that is a fucking problem for your career, and your team should be scrambling to get a fucking hit. I promise you that.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you roll this shit out as an album, a mixtape. I don't give a fuck. If love songs don't do good numbers on Valentine's Day, there's a fucking problem with you. So, hey, we'll see. I'll check it out. We'll get the first week numbers from DJ Academics, OVO Academics, and we'll go with that. But anything else we want to get off of? Because what time are we at? Because I got 52 on my side.
I'm at 48.
That was a long fucking 48. Don't you think? That shit felt like an hour and 20.
Yeah, it had some substance to it.
Right. Hey, man. I didn't even intro our names or nothing. So this is your first time watching. Hey, I'm Terrell. This is Denzel. Charlotte native, PC guru, Tekken god. Mr. Hitbox himself, Denzel the Great. We usually have Rod on here, his big brolic ass. He ain't on here, so hey, he'll be on the next episode though. And now I can stop shading.
Yeah, Rod gotta play into that brolic shit. Like one day he's gonna need to come in with a wife beater and just I'm buff, I'm brolic. Ain't this what you keep calling me? But yeah, that's what everybody want to see. There you go.
Popping. I ain't gonna lie, John. Listen to me. Rod low key look like he could be a stand-in for Jonathan Majors. Low key, he look like he'd be. He grow the hair out a bit. He get the nappy beard, the struggle beard.
Yeah,
he could probably pull off a Jonathan Majors. You know what I'm saying? That's a biopic. Without the allegations, just off of brawlicness. But hey, man, it's been you guys, Denzel, myself, Terrell, and we'll catch you in the next motherfucking episode. Hey, man, like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Get this shit out here. The content gonna be rolling out in the next couple weeks, man. We got shit on shit, but just don't expect no yay. Y'all stay up and be easy. Adios.